What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Josh FX. Welcome back to another YouTube video. So today guys, I'm super excited. Today I'm going to share with you a little story of my life and how I came or how I stumbled upon Forex in the early 2022. Yeah, at the end of 2022 that is. So it's going to be a little short story of my life, a real life story guys on how I came upon Forex trading, and I hope you guys are going to learn something about my story, and I hope it's going to inspire a little bit inspiring some of you. So let us hop into my little story about how I stumbled upon Forex trading, how I stumbled upon my purpose, or how I identified my purpose, how I fell in love with the charts and the markets. So it was the end of 2022. Yeah, 2022. So I had already finished high school. Yeah, I was just fresh from high school, that is. So I finished high school in 2021. Yeah, you are the coronavirus students, 2021. So I kind of delayed in joining university for 1 year. So I had taken a gap year for 1 year because of some other reasons, family reasons and other things. So I was supposed to take a gap year for 1 year. So the whole of 1 year, that is the whole of 2021, I didn't join in with my other cohorts, which we had finished high school with. So I remained at home for that 1 year. Now, in this period of remaining at home now, this is where my whole perspective about life now changed completely. This is where now reality hit me on the face. Bah! And this is where I can call this like the first awakening, yeah, that I had in my life. So in this period where I was at home now, with literally nothing doing, just staying at home, waking up at home and just busy doing nothing. So I was frustrated. As you know, you already finished high school. Actually, I'm a good student. I actually passed with flying colors, I won't lie. But as you know, some other reasons prevent us from joining university at that with the time that we had planned for ourselves. So I was kind of frustrated, wondering why God, why should I just not have joined with my friends? But knowingly, actually, that was the best period ever and the best thing that could ever happened to my life. Because if I could have joined directly to university, trust me, I could have not have known, or I could not have gotten the opportunity for me to know what was supposed to come, which could have been my purpose or my biggest thank you to the universe. So it's actually one thing I can tell you is everything bad that you see that you are going through is not actually bad. It's actually a good thing in it, and it's actually for the moment that you are in that bad situation that you think that it's bad at the moment. Actually, it's not bad. After some time, you come back to realize that actually it was a blessing in disguise. So I want you guys to flip your mindset. And whenever you have a bad situation in your life, do not think it as bad. Change your mindset and think that maybe there is something positive coming and we want to know it. Some things happen for you to be in a different situation, in a different event. So things won't go as the way we always plan, they will always go. So I was at home for that 1 year. So in this period where I was at home for 1 year, now as you know, I had nothing to do. So I was busy looking. I was busy looking around for all those guys who went to university and came back and finished. They passed with first class honors. I looked around my area. Please, I'm not going to mention any names, but I just looked around. I just observed how many guys had finished university, how many guys, even people from my family members, how many guys now were at home. Now, the question now, my problem came to this question now. I noticed around. I noticed that these guys that finished university, but most of them, they were really getting jobs. Really, like 90% of them. Like some had even taken 4 years, 5 years, even 10 years, not even getting a single job. And these guys had already passed their exams or their first class, anything, honors, everything. So I realized that if I was to end up like them, I'm not saying it was bad. No, it's not actually bad. But if I do the same case that like they did, graduate with the honors, I will end up in the same spot as these guys are in, without no any other plan B. They only have their papers and they can't secure jobs. Literally, like 90% of them were just at home. So something I needed to find a plan B, so that if I finish this way, I won't end up at the village or at my place with nothing, with no skill at all, nothing. So I decided that there's something must change and I must learn something quick and fast. So that was the first blessing I kinda stumbled upon, my eyes being opened up to the way reality was. Most of the people did not get to expose to this reality until they finish campus, you see. But me, I was immediately exposed to this reality even before joining campus. So my eyes already kinda opened up to how reality was. So I decided now to plan myself earlier. So I needed to learn a skill so that I could prevent myself from ending up in this situation whereby you're finished university, there's no job, and you don't have any other skill. So you just become now frustrated, depressed, and you end up some people now taking their lives or doing things which they had not even planned to be. So that is the moment now, my first point where I'd experienced a new reality. So at that point, I didn't learn any skill, but that mining opening had already started opening up. Now, at the end of 2022, I guess like around November, there was this man. At that time, was the most famous man in the whole world, the man who changed my life. Actually, I want to say thank you. If it could not been of this guy, actually, I will lie. I promise you, I could be somewhere right now, like a dog. Let me say, like a dog, a person who is not. I don't know how to say this, but there was this man at 2022. He was the most famous man in the whole world, the most Googled man in the planet Earth, and he was majorly talking about awakening men to be men, because mostly in this our generation, most of the men are feminine. So he was talking about waking up men. So if you know, I know most of you know this guy. If you don't know the name of this guy, his name is Andrew Tate. So at that time, Andrew Tate now was appearing in the internet, and he was the most famous man with his message that he was sending to boys and men out there, that they can be masculine in this society and in this era, and they can basically do anything. They can move from zero to hero. Now he was talking basically about the matrix. Now that was the first time I ever heard about the matrix. I heard it from Andrew Tate, the most controversial influencer on planet Earth. So he was talking about the matrix thing and thing. So I was wondering, what is this matrix? So he was telling us, he was saying that as we are in a matrix, and that the system is already bet against us. So for you to survive is you have to escape the matrix. So that's what he's talking about. So kind of get noticed. I kind of now my new reality was now starting to open up. Now he talked about the school system, which I'm not going to open. I'm not going to touch about that. And this is where now the second awakening happened. Now basically, the second point where I got myself to a new reality. He gave us an example. That is, he gave an example whereby he said that, for example, let's say in Kenya. So I'm going to make this example in, like, if you are in Kenya, by the way, in Kenya. So I'm not going to use like in those guys in America. No, I'm in Kenya, so I'm going to use an example in Kenya. So he gave an example of a person who is just employed by the government. He's earning around, let's say, 100,000. And by you, if I've never checked the stats, the last time I checked the stats, it's only less than 70%. Let's say it's above. People who are 30% in Kenya are earning above 100,000 a month. That is not, you have not removed tax, you have not removed money of rent, you have not removed your own basic necessities, you have not removed the money that you have to pay to your kids' school fees, transport. You haven't removed anything. You have not removed transport and other necessities. Just let's say you are earning 100,000 a month. So he gave out this simple calculation. Now let's assume that in this 100,000 Kenya shillings, you have removed everything. You have removed tax. You have removed your transport fees. You have removed the rent. You have removed your basic necessities, food and everything. Let's say that You have moved everything. Now you are remaining with 100,000, and you are being paid 100,000 Kenya shillings every month. And if you save that 100,000 Kenya shillings in every from where you are now, how long will it take for you to buy a Bugatti? Now, I'm not going to go in terms of a Bugatti because a Bugatti is very expensive. Like it's like 5.5 million USD. So I'm going to talk about something like I'm going to give an example of people who are in Kenya. Let's say like a simple GLE. A simple GLE costs around 12 million Kenya shillings. That is costs around 12 million Kenya shillings. Now, if you're earning 100,000, you have not even removed or subtracted the expenses that you're supposed to remove, the tax and everything, the transport, the what. Let's say it's fixed 100,000. How long will it take for you to buy one GLE? Divide it by 100,000. It's going to take you 120 months. Divide it by 12. It's going to take you 10 years. So for a person who is earning 100k a month Kenya shillings, it will take him 10 years to buy one GLE. One GLE, just one GLE. It will take you 10 good years. And that, remember that 100,000, you have not removed tax, you have not removed your monthly expenses, you have not removed your transport, you have not removed rent, you have not removed anything. You've just kept it constant. So it will take a normal person, which according to the Kenya stats, it's only there are like 70%, no 30% who are earning above 100,000. Only 30%. Majority are earning below 100,000. So for a normal person like who I supposed I was, because for a normal person, let's say I gave that example to me, it will take me 10 years just to buy a simple jelly. I've not even gone to the supercars that I've dreamed to owning one day, not even the supercars. Now that reality now hit me different now, and I knew at that point is I need to change something, because if I do this, I will end up being trapped in the matrix. Now I needed time to learn something now, so that I cannot end up trapped in this matrix. I needed to escape. So as close, so I decided to follow him around. So he became my, let's say, my best influencer. So as he was talking to these people, he was also talking about the ways in which people or the young people can escape the matrix. Now this is the first time now he talked about it. I've heard him talked about forex. So I was kind of completely unaware about anything about forex. This was the first time I was hearing about forex, and the first time I heard about forex, it was from Andrew Tate himself. Now there was this short clip I saw on TikTok where I was talking about basically forex is just the buying and selling of currencies, whereby you just bet on whether you buy, and if the market buys, you just make money, simple. So he was talking about that so quickly. So he was making it like sound like it's easy and fun, like you just trade it online. So I was wondering, which is this forex thing? Which is this forex thing that Andrew Chetty was talking? He was talking about so many things, so many business online, but I just, the word forex already intrigued me, and I just fell in love, and I decided now this is what I want to know now. So this is where it started now. It all came from Andrew Tate. If it would not have been Andrew Tate, trust me, if I could not, in that 1 year period, if I could not been at home, I could not even have stumbled upon forex trading. Maybe later, but it could have taken me much a longer time. You see. Basically, that is it. That was the first time I was ever heard about forex from Andrew Tate now. So now it became now I needed now to find out what is forex. So I went to the Google, I typed what is forex and everything. So I just wanted to learn more about this forex. So the good thing is I got a number from someone. At that time was save for save. Somebody's texting you, save my number and everything. So there's this guy, he texted me, save for save. So I saved his number. Now this guy is now started posting about forex. Now he was posting about charts. At this time I was new about charts, like the same, like a beginner who is first a person is exposed to charts. I literally no clue. But at me looking at those charts, I was just what? It used to make me happy. I used to laugh. I say, hey, this thing looks cool. If a person can just sit and predict about where the market is moving by just looking at these candlesticks. Those candlesticks, they just used to attract me, you see. So they used to attract me, and I felt so good looking at them. So this guy used to post on status, posting big captions, what. So I was just glued, and I just, the curiosity of me to know more became so high. So I wanted to know more about this for. So I texted the guy, hey, how much do you want for you to teach me this stuff? Now, number one, curiosity and urge. Once you have that, just go away, just go with it. No matter how much price you're required, do not overthink, do not do what. If it is worth the price, pay it and learn that shit and learn that skill. Do not hesitate, do not think twice. So I asked this guy, how much do you want for you? How much do you charge for your mentorship? And he told me he's only charging 4,500. I said, okay, if that's how much you want for you to teach me this thing, it's okay. I'm going to send you the money. So I send the guy money without thinking twice, without doing what. If that was what I was supposed to do for me to learn the skill, well and good, and I was ready for it. I sent the guy 4,500. Now this is where now shit happened. You won't guess what happened. The guy fucking conned me. The guy conned me. My first experience just as a beginner. I'm trying to learn this shit. I'm trying to make myself learn a skill so that I can escape the matrix. And the first person I encounter cons the fucking hell out of me. So I sent this guy 4,500. Now, expecting now the guy will teach me. So the only thing after sending him the money, he gave me apps, the trading apps. He told me to go and download MetaTrader, go and download TradingView, go and download XM, which is a broker. So I downloaded this app. That was the only thing I had. So he told me that we're going to begin on Monday. It was actually maybe like on Friday. So he said you were going to begin on Monday. Now, in between those days before Monday, the guy tested me that, oh, yo, Josh, I'm kind of in this trade. I literally need like 2,500 right now so that I can put in this trade, and I promise you, I'm going to triple the money back, and I'm going to give you 3 times the money that you have given me. And at this time, remember, I'm just curious, and I'm just so excited. So this money, if this guy can just predict the market like this and make this X amount of money in this a few minutes, then this thing that I've gotten myself is so legit and so good. So remember, I was a beginner. I didn't think about anything. So I just sent the guy the money. So the guy actually conned me 4,500 plus 2,500. His name is Wanga. Wanga, if you're watching this video, I don't blame you. At least you gave me the motivation. I want to say thank you, because maybe if you could have taught me the wrong things. So anything that happened for a reason. So the guy Wanga, wherever you are, you conned me 4,500 plus 2,500. So after I sent him the 2,500, the guy went offline. The guy kind of blocked me everywhere. Now I was stranded right now at that moment. Now I don't know where now to do what to do next. All I have is the apps. I have only MetaTrader, TradingView, and XM, which is the broker. Now I had the option now to either give up or continue. And to continue, I don't know where I can start from. But I just had the urge and the curiosity that I must learn this thing. So I began. I decided that I must learn this thing. No matter what, I'm going to learn it. So we're using the 3 apps now. I decided now, let me go to YouTube, let me go to TikTok. So I combined everything like this. So I learned from here. I went now to TikTok. There's this person I met on TikTok. Like everything happened like it was already planned. That's the beauty of life and the beauty of everything. Like it was already planned. Like whatever I wanted, when I went through TikTok, I met the algorithm of the FYP showed me about things about trading. And the people that I met there, the first person that I met there about talking about trading directed me to YouTube, where he was offering a full beginner course, free mentorship. So it was just like kind of like I was just gotten from being conned like 6,000 Kenya shillings, then to finally getting a guy in TikTok offering a full beginner course package on trading Forex as a beginner to YouTube. So I just went there. I got the whole beginner course and I started learning and learning Forex there. So I learned Forex on my beginner course. on my own. So I dedicated the time, what everything required, and I learned the beginner course. So that's how I stumbled upon Forex, and that's how the story until I learned a beginner course. Now, the once you finish the beginner course, I think Forex is designed in such a way that once you get into it, you just start the hallucination, especially if you are a beginner. You think that you've already finished. Once you have also finished if you hadn't have no clue at all. If you finish the beginner course, you think that you're already ready. You're ready for the market, you're ready for anything, and they're just ready for you to become a millionaire. I've not even realized that you also need a strategy. You also need risk management. You also need psychology. Those things are usually shadowed away from you that you'll never know them at that moment where you are. So it usually goes in step by step. So basically, that's the typically short story on how I stumbled upon Forex trading. A huge thanks to, especially to Andrew Tate, wherever you are. I don't care whatever these people tell you. Who are you about? Me, you are such a good inspiration. You changed my life. You changed my perspective about life. You changed my reality about life. And also, huge thanks to Wanga, wherever you are. You gave me the momentum to keep on going, keep on having the hunger for me to learn this forex. So I'm grateful, and this was my short story. If you are new to my channel, guys, make sure you subscribe to this channel. It's your boy Josh FX, and whatever you can take from this video is be persistent in whatever you want. No matter the obstacle, don't give up. No matter the price, pay the price and get and learn the shit. Save yourself. Do not get trapped. Hala, guys.